Hello, everybody. Welcome to Facebook Live with Mel Rapozo. Today is Wednesday, January 15th, 2020. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful new year. As we just about we are halfway into January already. Julie, Ken, Gemma, how you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining us. Started a couple of minutes early to make sure the connection is good. Brian, my brother, all the way from the Big Island, Maines. What's up, buddy? Doreen, Joe, Bonachita, long time no see. How you guys doing? Glenn, Amy, aloha, Maines. Hey, if you guys can hear me all right, I'm back in the living room with a direct connection, so hopefully everything is clear and you can hear me okay. Raja Daja, Tony, aloha, Tony. Again, thank you guys for joining us as we do every Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m., where we go down the topics that I think may be of interest to you folks and get you folks engaged in the community that you live in. All right, sounds like everybody can hear me all right. Appreciate it. Jody, aloha, Jody, long time no see. I hope you guys doing all right. Apologize for looking off to the side. I'm checking out there's Patsy, my technical support. Marlene, how you guys doing? Wendy, what's up? Nelson, I get my water. Nelson, aloha, Nelson, what's up? Paul, aloha, Paul. Hey, I hope you guys doing all right. Again, every Wednesday we do this at 7 p.m. If you guys missed this or you want to go back and check some of the older episodes, go to my YouTube channel. Just search Mel Rapozo and you'll be able to find all of our archived videos. If you want to just pick them, it's all fun. Hey, Dwayne, Arnold Cruz, aloha. Coming in clear, I like that. Helene, aloha, Helene. Thank you guys again for joining us. How's everybody's new year? Yeah, what's up, yeah? Thank you for joining us. How's everybody's new year? Put them in a message box. You're having a good year, a not so good year. Hoping everybody has a great, wonderful 2020. We'll get into the issues of the day real soon. I want to make sure everybody gets on. Karen, again, I'm assuming everybody can hear me well. I relocated to the living room, as you can see. So I hope you guys can see and hear me okay. Dolly and Len. Aloha. Lisa. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? See my shirt? My Popwana shirt, Lisa, old Popwana buddy from the mainland. Thank you for joining us. I'm probably wondering, what the heck is he Facebook living about? Kool-Aid Momi, what's up? Chad, Carol, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Last week we had a record week. A lot of you were on live. Napa, aloha Napa. Alfred Darling, Karen Ono. Gosh, everybody's on. Everybody's on. Happy New Year to you, Chad. And Happy New Year to all of you. To all of you. Yeah, last week we had a record week of viewers. Helene, aloha, Helene. Anna, what's up? What's up? Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, and I think we had over 1,000 or maybe 1,200 views at the end of a week. So that was awesome. That was awesome. And we'll see where we get tonight. Right on, Maines. Welcome back to the Aina. Hey, let's hook up before you head back, man. Love to grab a cup of coffee with you. Lionel, Chad, aloha, Chad. Excuse me. So we're gonna hang out a couple minutes. Make sure everybody's on. I know we get our regulars every single week. Loveland, aloha, aloha, you guys. We got a pretty busy agenda today because a lot of things going on. Corrine, aloha. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us again every Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Chucky Rapozo Senior. Chucky Silence. Aloha, Chucky. Thanks for joining us. Jonathan, what up, dude? Bro, when you guys coming to Kauai to play some music, man, do a reunion, Honolulu band or whatever, man. Come back to Kauai and do a show for us. Let me know if you're interested. I'll go find you guys a place to play. Love to hear you guys. I'd love to have a reunion. How many of you guys remember the Honolulu band back in the day, back in the 80s and the 90s, back at the old Kauai Resort Hotel? Abby Santos, thank you for joining us. Clayton, Don, was it Honolulu?
No, was it
The Beach Boy Hotel. Yeah, I see all the hand, the thumbs up. A lot of you guys remember that, man. Those are good fun times. Good fun times. Glenn Miyashiro, all you guys. Hey, Jonathan, hit me up, buddy. Let's do it, man. Let's do a reunion. I tell you, pack them in. I guarantee. All right. Hey, while we're waiting, I want to send out a mahalo, a very special mahalo to our good buddy Dickie Chang. You guys all know that he's Valao has ended. He's gonna pursue other opportunities, which will take him part-time to Honolulu. And of course his cameraman and his edit man, Dennis Izaki, Maria Prem, James Torres, Laurie Nakama. Awesome. Thank you guys. So yeah, Bruce is retiring. That's the man. He's a cameraman, he's an editor, he's everything. So Dickie is, after over 2 decades, is wrapping it up. Valao is going away. What's up, Ted? So just wanted to say a very special thank you for 25 years, I believe, of Valao here on Kauai. The guy's been everywhere. Excuse me. He's interviewed everybody there is to interview. Councilmember Kuali, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're on. Stay on. We're gonna have some questions, I'm sure. John, Kenny, aloha, you guys. Damn, we're gonna be up another record night, maybe. Stella, aloha, you guys. So anyway, I just wanted to say real quick mahalo to Dickie Chang. Hiva Makanui, what's up, bro? Mahalo for joining. And we wish him well. We wish him well in his future endeavors. Hey, what's up, Lonnie? Also, real quick, my Instagram hack. Some of you, if you're on Instagram, you got that phony post. Somebody duplicated my account. You know, there's a difference between a hacker which gets into your account with your password, or these clowns that go out and copy your photos and create a new account, and not so much hacking, but just copying your existing account and making stupid posts. And that's what this clown did. So the last post, whatever it was not me. It was on my friends of Mel Rapozo Instagram account. They copied it and went out. So if it doesn't say Mel for Kauai on the @ Mel for Kauai, it's not me. It's not me. Roland, what's up? Kaniela, aloha, brother. And Joe, thank you guys for joining us. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Mahalo, Dickie Chang. Instagram hack, not a real hack. It was just somebody that copied my account. Chelsea Butter DeFreeze, what's up? Happy New Year, Eva. And mahalo for what you do, bro, for everybody. Appreciate it. Megan, my good friend Megan Fox, I'm glad you're on. And we'll talk a little bit about what we talked about a few nights ago. Dave, what's up? All right. Today was opening of the legislature. So again, I apologize if I miss you signing on because I'm reading my notes and looking at the chat window, but we're already up to 53 of you live, and I appreciate you guys being on. So, you know, I've been to most of the openings of the legislature in the last 14 years. Obviously, wasn't there today. Mark and Pamela, aloha. But today was special. The House and the Senate put a joint proposal. Kent Kinoshita, what's up, my man? They had a joint economic package, which means, hey, Bernie, which means the House and the Senate came up with a proposal, a package proposal for the legislature, which they're going to work on this year, and is strongly supported by Governor Ige. What that means is that there's a good chance that some of these measures are going to pass. Now, yeah, bills still got to be written, still has to go to committees, still has to be heard, still has to be voted on. But I really applaud our legislature, both the state and the Senate, as well as the governor. Hey, Kathy, for doing this. It's been a long time since the House and Senate came together. I wish you could do this in Congress. But anyway, it's been a long time since they came and worked together on issues that affect all of us. I wish there were more issues that were for Kauai, and a lot of these are. But anyway, I'm going to go all over those because I think it's critical, and I think it's important that you know what our legislature is working on so you can get involved. What's up, Gaylord? And I'm going to go through this rather quickly. And if you have any questions, that you want me to dig in deeper, just shoot me a message. I'll give you a call and we can go over these measures in more detail. But anyway, like I said, Senate, House, with very strong support of the governor, came up with these measures. They're going to target tax relief for working class families. They want to increase the minimum wage. And again, we're not going to debate it all because we just don't have the time. But I just want you to know what's going on at the big square building there on Oahu. Developing leasehold housing for the working class, providing tax exemptions for developers to build market-priced homes, providing infrastructure for developments at or near the rail stations. Again, you're going to hear that a lot. My son Barron is on. Kimo Rosen is on. Hey, son, thank you for joining us, man. Hang in there. Play along with this thing. And feel free to put your comments in the box, okay? And I'll try to get to them as best I can. So you hear about the rail a lot because you can see the state now is looking to really help the rail project. And again, that's just a whole nother debate in and of itself. Andreanne, what's up? Brian? They want to expand childcare options for parents near their workplaces, which I think is critical. Creating this one here, I'll talk about a little later, creating a new schools facilities agency and allow DOE to focus on education. Now, again, this is one of the things that I do not support expanding the size of government in any way, shape, or form. But again, the debate will happen, and the legislature will decide what's best in their opinions. So we're going to start off with reducing income inequality. To put money back into the pockets of residents, one measure will provide tax relief for working families by making the earned income tax credit refundable and permanent. In other words, qualified families can get a cash refund for any part of that earned income tax credit that was not used. Mike, what's up, buddy? Mike, it's happening. For many people in Hawaii, earning minimum wage is not enough to provide enough to live on, and we all know that. I mean, we all know that the cost of living here in Hawaii is just out of this world. And my son will tell you, he's on here. He lives in Oregon along with my daughter, and they both work and they both are surviving with one job and getting by and opportunities up in Oregon. There's much more opportunities for our kids, and that's why so many of our people are moving away. So they're looking at increasing the minimum wage, incremental increases in the minimum wage, bringing it to $13 an hour by 2024. Now, some says that's not enough. Some says that 2024 is too far away. Remember, this opens the door for the discussion. I think expanding or increasing the minimum wage comes with a lot of, hey, Larry Moises, what's up, buddy? Comes with a lot of, it's pros and cons. And again, it'll be up to us, the community, the business community, all of us, to inform our legislators what we believe. And hopefully the right decisions will be made. So increasing affordable housing. The ability to buy a home is part of the American dream, but not many Hawaii people can get their home. We got to compete with outside investors. We all see that. We see the outside money coming in, buying up inventory, driving the prices to a point where our local people cannot afford to buy homes. So the state is going to address this, and they're going to identify publicly owned properties. Well, I've been talking about this for a long time. It's like, I've been talking about this for so long that we have so much land in the county and in the state inventory that we need to start transitioning those lands into housing. So anyway, the state will be looking at identifying publicly owned properties to develop 99-year leasehold homes. And that is brilliant. We have the land, we put up the homes, and we allow people to lease for 99 years, like Hawaiian Homelands, which of course they are not producing the homes that they need to be, but similar concept. So the state and the counties, they get together, they get these publicly owned lands, have nonprofit, in my opinion, nonprofit developers go in and build these units and turn these units over to our local residents, not incoming people, local residents, no mainland money, so they can get a 99-year lease and they can put up their home and they can finally, once and for all, afford a unit to live in. Marian Martin says raising minimum wage won't help. We need to revise Jones Act. Jones Act isn't. Nobody talks about that. Again, pros and cons. The labor, the unions are very strong, and they're very opposed to getting rid of the Jones Act, and that's something the legislature have to deal with. But anyway, I'm just going to go through this legislative package real quick. So, and then I'll take some questions if you have them. Why not have rent control? Raising wages will increase rents. You're right. There's many cities on the mainland that have implemented rent control ordinances. I believe it can be done here, and I think we should. And the way you do it is you incentivize the families that are willing to provide lower rent for our local residents. That's how you do it. You really cannot legislate your way. You can incentivize, and that if the government is serious about providing affordable housing, then you got to incentivize these homeowners so that they can lower the rents. It's that simple. Jolene, hi. Sonny, Tony, Habitat has a working model. Absolutely, Chad, and that's what I'm talking about. We got nonprofits out there that are experts in the field. If we provide the land, and if you could sign on to a 99-year lease and pay for the cost of the house or do it a Habitat model, a lot of our local people are moving into their own homes. Yes, it's leasehold. That's fine. Not everyone is going to be able to buy fee simple, but many of us would be able to qualify for and a 99-year leasehold is perfectly fine. And it works. That model works. Okay, so half of these homes will be reserved for working class families earning 140% of the area median income. Now, that's not affordable. 100%, 140%. Hi, Susan. 140% of median income is very expensive homes. But at the end of the day, the other half hopefully will be used for everyone else. Leasehold sales will ensure that the homes will be reserved for local residents because the investment market is not interested in leasehold. Well, I don't know if that's true. I mean, investors are interested in anything that they can make money. Investors can purchase the leasehold and build a cheap home and sell it for money. So I think the bottom line is our attitude has to be where we want to take care of the local residents. Local doesn't mean, it's not a color or a race attached to local. Local means you live here on this island and you're going to live here. You work here and you have a family here. That's what local in my mind. Tyson, what's up? Right now, the low rent incentive is too cumbersome and the criteria is strict. Agree. Revoke part-time owner action. Place back in. There we go, Eva. I think there's a bill coming up tomorrow at the county council. It'll be a public hearing. It's just a public hearing. But Mason Chalk, Luke Evans put a bill together that's going to really go after the TVR owners, that absentee owners or second, third, fourth homeowners, and they're gonna go after them in higher taxes. What they want to do is return these homes into long-term rentals. Revolt. Okay, I got that. Keith, what's up? Wally, Richard, Gilbert, Shane, and Carol. Aloha, you guys. Thank you. So that's the other one. The state will also, this one here is to me, the state will also invest $200 million in general obligation bonds to defray infrastructure costs for developers willing to build around the first open rail stations in West Oahu and offer a GE tax exemption for projects that meet the goal of 140% AMI, average median income or below. Lynn, how you doing? This one frustrates me a little bit. Chief Raybach, aloha, Chief. Thank you very much for joining us. $200 million in general obligation bonds means, obviously the taxpayers are going to pay for this, and it's going to allow developers to build near the rail stations with the county or the state taking care of the infrastructure, and they're going to get a general excise tax exemption. For anybody that chooses to build near the rail station. Again, I understand what they're trying to do, but remember, the state legislature is a representative of everyone in the state of Hawaii. So understand this package contains measures that will help the outer islands, but I'd like to see a $200 million bond for traffic mediation or mitigation on Kauai. I'd love to see that. $350 million bond, $350 million last session for a new stadium on Oahu. A lot of these, you remember, the majority of the legislators at the Capitol are from Honolulu. So a lot of the actions that are taken every year benefits Honolulu. It's the nature of the beast. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Jason, what's up? So again, I understand what they're trying to do with the rail. They're trying to make that rail attractive. They want people to use that rail. But again, a general excise tax exemption when they raised the GE tax on our islands, I'm a little about that. And their goal is to build 10,000 units along the rail line. So we'll see what happens with that. This provides a great incentive and will jumpstart construction, expand the number of affordable available homes on the market on Oahu near the rail station. Not much in the way of the outer islands. All right, moving on. Access to learning for all 3- and 4-year-olds. To solve this problem, the package contains a bill that will create a public-private model to increase the capacity of existing private child care facilities. We all know, and I know this, Huali'i has it, that many of our families cannot go to work. They have to stay home and watch their children because they cannot afford childcare. And that's a problem across the country. It was on the debate last night. I heard them talking about our people running for president wants to provide free childcare for everybody, free a lot of free things. Is the bottom line is somebody got to pay for this. But I do support. I think the state has to subsidize our childcare facilities so that our people can get to work and not have to pay to go to work. You understand? If you childcare is $700-800 a month, and you got 2 kids, there's your paycheck. So understand that the state needs to do something. I'm so happy that they're looking at this. I don't know where these measures will end up. I don't know amendments and how this thing will end up. But I love the fact that our legislature is looking at these issues and looking at it seriously. And I'm hoping that they get good discussion and that something comes out of it. Because I believe that if we can provide reduced cost, reduce the cost of childcare, a lot of our mommies and a lot of our daddies can go back to work. HIVA Planning Commission needs to place a land sale moratorium on 10 years until our county can rebuild our failing infrastructure and deal with overbearing traffic they've allowed to fester. I got to tell you, I think, I've always been supportive of a moratorium if we had the legal authority to do so. You cannot just place a moratorium for the sake of placing a moratorium. But if it's for a finite period, if it's because we have serious issues like infrastructure, I believe we can. So HIVA, I agree. I think it's something we definitely got to look at. Christian, what's up? John Kaihui, what's happening? State-owned sites, including Aloha Stadium, Hawaii Convention Center, and all university campuses will provide space to incorporate early learning centers near where people work. Again, Aloha Stadium, Hawaii Convention Center, and all university campuses, majority of that on Oahu. However, we do have the Kauai Community College. Kauai Community College does have a daycare system over there, a program which works, allows young moms to go to school and have a place to take their kids. So I like the concept. I like the ideas. I like the direction the legislature is taking this year. Our state is at a crossroads. People we love are leaving Hawaii, not because they want to, but because they have to. They can no longer afford to live here. Again, my son's on this session, and my daughter live in Oregon. They went up there for school, or they went up there to check it out, found out that they can survive up there. And it's very difficult to do that here. So I couldn't agree with that statement more. And unfortunately, I didn't, on my notes, I didn't put who said it. It's in quotes. That's not my statement. It's a statement of one of the legislators, but I agree. Our state is at a crossroads. We are losing more people every year to the mainland. All right, building educational results. Now, this one here is one that I just do not support. In order to allow the Department of Education to closely focus on its primary purpose of teaching our children, the legislature proposes to create a new School Facilities Agency to oversee major construction and repair projects in our schools. Now, we all know the DOE is top heavy. We know that. Hey, Kaleo, what's up? And they are looking to increase the size, create a new agency that's going to overlook major construction repair. It gets even worse. The governor will appoint an executive director for which the new agency, which will be, get this, responsible for all public school construction, except for repair and maintenance projects, which is the bulk of what we have. This executive director will be responsible for all, or this agency, responsible for all public school construction except for repair and maintenance that costs $100,000 or less. So I don't like that. I think before we even consider increasing the size of the Department of Education, we need to audit the Department of Education. We need to find out how efficient that department is before we start looking to throw more money at it. This new agency will focus on the construction of major building projects at existing and new schools, said Representative Luke. This proposal will ensure that school construction is done in a timely manner with public input and strong oversight. This will enhance the learning experience and give all students a better chance for success. Listen. We already have, in my opinion, the staffing to do that. In fact, we're already paying people 6 figures to do this. They're just not doing it. You see, they are not doing it. They are not being efficient in their delivery of services. We have people in a DOE right now, and I know this because I sat on task forces with the departments or the divisions that focused on this. We talked about this. We went through this whole when the governor promised to cool all of our classrooms, and I was under the impression it was going to be air conditioning, but no, cooling means fans. So on some of the schools, you get the fans blowing hot air. My point is this: the worst thing you can do to an inefficient department is to throw more money, is to expand the size and bring in new people to do the work that the people that's supposed to be doing them aren't doing. So as much appreciation as I have for the legislature for putting this joint package together and moving forward on trying to improve the quality of life for our local residents, I have a major problem with this one. Zave, what's up? Rod, aloha. EJ can't even fix the dang rail system. Money is just being wasted all over the place. Yes, audit. Taxpayers already pay some of the highest taxes per student, yet our students perform near last. I wish you could revamp the entire thing and give each island their own small board. Carol, you know, that school board system works. Everywhere that I've been in, every jurisdiction I've been at, it works. And, you know, each school district is responsible for their own. I would support that 100%. I just do not like this, again, expanding the size of the Department of Education, creating a new agency. Again, like I said, that's going to be, or that they're saying is going to do what we're paying people to do right now, and they're not doing it. It's frustrating. Audit the Department of Education, audit the convention hall so we can better use the convention hall, find some missing money, stupid spending and missing money. The schools are dying. There's no AC. Absolutely, Chucky. I mean, I can tell you, anybody in the legislature, every single floor, including the top where the governor sits, if the air conditioning goes down, I know that for my wife, the air conditioning goes down in a courtroom, they send people home. They cannot operate. They send them home if the air conditioning goes down. Our kids and our teachers sit in that hot weather all day long. I don't see the difficulty. I know that there's a cost associated with, but it is what it is. And that is where I think saying that, you know, we're going to just create a new agency that's going to do it, I don't think that's the solution. I think you audit the DOE, you find out where the inefficiencies are, follow the recommendations of the auditor, and create those savings or redescribe positions so that these functions, these basic functions, are done. I mean, overseeing construction projects of $100,000 or less, Hey, Marianne, what's up? Azua, aloha. So, again, appreciate the legislature. I love what they're doing. I just, we went to school with no AC. I understand it's hot. We used fans back in the day. Yes, Peg, I agree. It's a little hotter today, it seems like. And we pay big tax money for this failing system, yeah. So I just, that's the one part of this. And, it's, again, the focus on the rail. Remember, the rail is a city and county of Honolulu project. It's not a state project. That project is a city and county of Honolulu project. But yet everybody's, and I said this a long time ago. For those of you that have followed me know, I've said this at some point in time, we're all going to pay for that rail. And here it is, right? $200 million on a bond float, as well as a GE tax exemption. That money doesn't fall from the sky. That comes from the taxpayers, on the shoulders of the taxpayers across the state. So exactly what I said is coming to fruition. Alan, what's up? Tisha, Anthony, and Chad, aloha. We've broken over 90 heat records. Yeah, and Carrie, it's hot. It is hot. It's hotter now. We know that, and it's just a new world. The bottom line is this: government won't operate without AC. I mean, legislators, council members, whatever. We gotta make sure that all these offices are air conditioned, and I think that same priority should be placed on the kids as well. Okay, speaking of cost and of government spending and government expansions and all of that. Aloha, Chad. I posted a post the other day, I believe it was yesterday, about our Cost Control Commission. Now, the reason I posted that yesterday was, hey, Shayna and Randall, aloha. The reason I posted that yesterday was because I had spoken to one of the existing members of the Cost Control Commission that told me that they cannot even have a meeting because they don't have enough members to constitute a quorum. The charter mandates that this county have a Cost Control Commission. The charter mandates that this commission be made up of 7 members. So you need 4 members to have a quorum to have a meeting. Well, right now they have 3 members. Their last meeting, according to their records on their website, was on September 9th, 2019. That's my anniversary. Hey, Joanne. Now, this commission, I want people to understand this. And I remember when I first got elected in 2002, when I was going through what council members do, I was brand new. And I was studying the structure of the commissions, and I came across this commission. And even back in 2002 under Mayor Baptiste, the Cost Control Commission wasn't functional. It hadn't been, the members hadn't been appointed. And I learned very quickly that the mayors don't like this commission. See, the function of this commission, there's only one sole function. It states it in the charter. The sole function of the Cost Control Commission is to identify inefficiencies, duplication of services, any programs that could be done for cheaper and keep the level of service at the same level or better, that this Cost Control Commission would make the recommendations to make the change. Now, the power comes in what the charter gives the Cost Control Commission. When the Cost Control Commission submits their recommendations once a year to the administration, the mayor has 30 days. 30 days at the most. This is by the charter now. This is a law that the mayor has 30 days to put that recommendations into legislative form, meaning into a bill, and send it to the county council. Now, the county council has to immediately address the bill. In other words, Charter Review Commission, I'm just going to use this as an example. Charter Review Commission says this county program is wasting money. This position, let's say these 2 positions are duplicating the work. That recommendation goes to the mayor. Within 30 days, he sends a bill over to the council, and the council puts it on the agenda, and then the council debates the bill. At the end of the day, it's still up to the council whether or not the bill passes or not. But what this does, why do we pay so much taxes for our license, registration, and the roads? I'll talk about the roads in a little bit. Marie, what's up? Jeff and Mila. Now, the reason the charter was made this way is this supposed to take the politics out of the of finding inefficiencies in government. This commission of lay people, citizens, that meets every quarter, and they have access to everything in the county. There is nothing that's off limits to this commission, whether it's the county clerk's office, elections, public works, planning, parks, whatever the case may be. This commission is to look at all of the functions of government and determine whether or not there's a better and cheaper way to do it, whether or not we have too many positions in one department. Herbert, Chucky, and Sunny, aloha. The power is because the mayor doesn't have the ability. The mayor does not have the ability to amend. The mayor can attach his or her comments on it, but then it goes to the county council, and the county council has the entire process, including the public hearings, including the committee meetings, including the opportunities for the public to chime in on these recommendations, and then the council will vote how they see fit. Stephanie, what's up? So this is a very, very, very important and vital commission in the county. And through every administration that I've ever worked with, this has always been a problem. This has always been one that the mayors choose not to appoint. Now, like I said, 7 members appointed by the mayor, approved by the council, but we only have 3 members right now. And I know that there are many people out there today, hey, Jeanette and Bethany, that would love to serve on this commission. I know there are a lot of people out there today. Honey and BC, nice seeing you guys today. Awesome seeing you guys today. Adam, what's up? There are many people that are more than qualified that would be honored to serve on this commission. The problem is that there is never, and I'm not just talking about this administration, this happened in the last administration and the one before that. They don't want this commission filled, and yet the charter mandates it. The charter mandates this commission. So I posted, and I cited the language. Lisa, hello, Lisa, Mercy, aloha. I cited the language that's in the charter, make nothing up. And I posted it on Facebook, and I said, if you're interested in serving, call the administrator or the director. Hey, Addison, what's up? And put your name in a hat. And the most important thing is after you put your name in a hat, let me know that you put your name in a hat so we can follow up and make sure you follow up. See, there's no reason that commission is not full. There's no valid excuse of why that commission is not filled. Because there are, again, many, many, many people out there today that would be honored, they're willing, and they're able to serve. So we talked about this in a separate discussion a couple of days ago. I was talking, at a conversation with someone that said, why is our commissions just a revolving, like a revolving door? Why are these commissions just the same people? This because the administrations don't put these commission vacancies out to the public. You see, the best commissions would function if you had a diverse group of people from around the island that have some level of knowledge in the commission function, whether it's planning or police or fire, or they need to be willing and able, and they need to have some comprehension of what the function of that department is. Hey, Sandy. So there really is no excuse. Yes, it's volunteers. You don't get paid. I believe you get mileage. I think they might even give you a meal if you go beyond lunch. I'm not sure. But it is truly a community service. You're not going to get paid. But this commission takes the politics out of, it's almost like having a paid auditor, because this commission would basically do what an auditor does. Now, they have access to every department in a county, every department. They also, the charter mandates that their needs get funded. So if the charter, the Cost Control Commission decided that they wanted to do an audit of the Parks Department or Public Works or the county clerk's office, they would have to fund the request of the commission. So if the position is filled, then the mayors will lose control. It's about power. A lot of wasted jobs in the county, a lot of wasted money all over. Chucky, and that is the purpose of this commission. And that's why I believe the Planning Commission is very important. I would say that this commission is equally as important. You see, because if I was a mayor, I would love for a cost control commission to go out and do the work, do the studies, and then come to me with the recommendations. I would welcome that. And that is something, again, every administration I ever worked for had a difficulty with that, because Chucky is right. At some point, it takes away some of the flexibility of the mayor. But that's why the charter has that, to remove the politics, to have a pretty much an objective commission made up of lay people. You cannot work for the government, any branch of government, and serve on this commission. This commission is specifically designed for lay people, and that is what I think we did. So anyway, I posted it. I think I had 3, maybe 4 people let me know that they did apply. Now we got to wait and see. So I'm sure we got a bunch of people now. By the end of this week, we'll have 1,000 people see this video. Hopefully they get 200 or 300 names. And then there's no excuse to not fill that commission. It is my belief that the current network is not willing to accept change, and the cork in the bottle is the disconnect to the public and the lack of clarity and trust. I think, Eva, a good point. I think that statement is true for all levels of government. And now is the time, and I think this legislature working together, House, Senate, Governor, is a step in that direction. I think that's the way it works. I also believe that the mayors of the counties working with the councils together. Now, having said that, I also believe that the council is the checks and balance for the administration. So the fact that just the fact that a council has a debate with the administration doesn't mean they're not working together. That's part of the process. You have the council who's boots on the ground every day, 7 members of the council, 9 on the other islands, that are in the community every single day, that are bombarded with issues and concerns, and their job is to make sure that the administration is aware of it and that we're working to resolve these issues. So the fact that you have a council that has a disagreement with the administration doesn't mean they're not working together. That's just the way the system works. So anyway, I hope you're gaining some value out of this. I think a lot of people have had no idea what a cost control commission was, but that's what it is. You can download the charter if you go to the county website, kauai.gov. Hey, Sherry. And in the search bar, just put county charter. You can download the charter. You can Google it. There's several sites that pop up that you can actually download the PDF of the charter and read it. It'll be amazing. It'll be a great read. So again, Miley, what's up? Stephanie and Lori, thank you guys for joining us. So again, I hope more people get engaged. I hope more people get interested and get involved. And that cost control commission, I guess the moral of this story is, hey, Grace, Gracita. The moral of this story is we need to fill that commission. We need to allow that commission to do their job, and we need to get those people moving as soon as possible. All right. Somebody talked about road. I'll talk about Kulo Road improvements. I posted the schedule that the county put out back late part of last year, and the construction or reconstruction of Kuloa and Maluhia, the Tanla trees. Joy Adric, what's up? The reconstruction of those roads will start in April. Until then, as you know, and as you've seen, the county crews have been out there on Kuloa Road trying to patch these potholes. Now, Lola, what's up? You guys, I'm going to, again, as you know, I speak from the heart, and if I offend anybody, I apologize. We complain about the roads. We complain about the Wailua stretch, and when the state was out there redoing the Wailua corridor, we had people complaining about the traffic. We had people complaining about the closing the roads at night. You know, understand this. If the county, if the state, if they're working on roads, there's gonna be some inconvenience. Koloa Road, Vernon, what's up? These guys are out there, very ugly conditions, trying to satisfy the public's concern of the horrific condition of Koloa Road. Trust me, I was on that road. It's bad. I just had a picture this morning from someone that blew their tire 3 places from a pothole on Koloa Road by Kanashiro Ranch or Omao Ranch. And the question was, you know, can I file, hey, Paige, can I file a claim with the county? You absolutely can. You absolutely can. In fact, if you go to the county website, go to the county council page on the very bottom, there's the claim form. You fill it out, get it notarized, take it to the county council office, and file it. You see, Peggy, I don't know the circumstances of where, when, if it happened on a road that the county is aware of the pothole, then they, based on what I was told by the county attorney's office, was that they will compensate the damage. If there's injuries, obviously, you know, that's something the county attorney's office would take a look at. If it's a new pothole and the county is not aware of it, then they're going to deny the claim. You still have the option of small claims court. My point is this: if you sustain damage or injury from a pothole, then you need to file a claim. And it's, don't feel bad about it. The Koloa Road situation has been going on for a very long time. Those potholes have been there for a very long time. And I appreciate the county out there. But listen, those guys are on the road. When you see them on the road, don't speed. Don't yell obscenities at them. It's not their fault. These guys are working for the county. They have a list of jobs to do every day, and they go out and do them. Don't go swearing at them and cussing at them because you're pissed off. Yeah, I'm pissed off too. And they're out there trying to fix it. So just a little bit of courtesy as you go past these guys. I saw the Facebook post from Sarah. I saw it on the news tonight. You guys are doing that. Don't do that. Let these guys do the work. Let them get it fixed. And you know, April comes around. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot of inconvenience because they got to reconstruct that road. It's not going to be a repaving. They're going to reconstruct the road like they did on the Wailua corridor. So expect some delays, expect some inconvenience, but that's what it's going to take to improve the road. Okay, so just a little bit of appreciate those guys out there working in the elements, trying to satisfy us who's complaining on Facebook. All right, I ran down there and it's bad. It's bad. It is bad. And again, whenever we get these types of rainstorms coming by, it's going to make it worse. So again, I am very critical of government, and you guys know that. But I also know that when these guys are out there trying to help, then you know, they don't deserve to be yelled at. I agree. Koloa Road should have been fixed a long time ago, before this administration took over. So again, we are now in a place that everything is falling apart at the same time. So be patient. Yeah, see, Bernie says people are mean to the road workers trying to do their job, swearing and throwing things at them. You know what they could do? They could shut the road and do their work and make everybody detour. So please, all right. Okay, another big issue. I mean, man, this night is going by. So it's almost 8 o'clock. This one here, I saw some, oh, I'm getting all excited, sweating. Hang on, water time. Scary for the marathon. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the marathon. There has been posts on Facebook about these campers. Sheila, thank you. Oh, Shella, I'm sorry, Shella and Tyrese. County road that side is so bad. We have a few pretty close accidents because of the road. One of them was my daughter. Yesterday, she called me, car avoiding a hole and almost hit her head on. It's serious. Push them to patch. Now make it safe, drivable, and they are working hard. As long as they cover the hole, they're working. That's a good thing. Absolutely, Chuck. That's what I'm trying to say. No matter what party you stand behind, everyone still complains to fix it and complaining cry when they do. No, I remember when the state was working on the corridor. I couldn't believe the comments. I at the time I was working 10 at night every night. I got stuck in that every night. But you know what? I left early. I was so thankful that the state finally was going to fix that road. I was thankful. Just leave early. Same as Koloa Road. And I'm telling you, when they reconstruct Koloa, when they reconstruct Maluhia, there's going to be a lot of adjustments until those roads are done. So thanks for mentioning that about being nice to the workers. We get it all the time. I know, Arno. And you tell your boys, thank you. All of you guys out there, if you're on here and you work on the road, you know, my frustrations of the conditions of the road, they're not directed to the workers. It is not you guys that put the holes in the road. So let's just end it with that. Camping in the vehicles. I saw a post about these pictures, these advertisements of these guys with campers, and they're out camping at Salt Pond. Dagmar and Fred, what's happening? They're camping out at Salt Pond. They're camping at all these different locations. And someone asked if it was legal, and of course it's not legal. And then someone came up and said, well, they have a camping permit. No, they have a camping permit for a camping park, a campsite. The campsite is Salt Pond. There's a designated area. Anini, there's a designated area. Haena, designated area. Hanamalo, no can camp. You understand? Lucy Wright, designated area. The designated area is not the parking lot. Sean, what's happening, Mr. Prez? It's not the parking lot. It's the designated camping area that you pop a tent and you sleep in the tent. It's not a camper camping permit. So, you know, I get frustrated when there's erroneous information. Hey, what's up, Steph? I get frustrated when the erroneous information. Yeah, they don't have a camping permit to camp. It's illegal to sleep in a car in this county, and that's a whole nother issue. Larry, what's up? Randy, aloha. But my point is this: the camping permit does not give the camper the right to camp in his car or her camper outside of the designated camping area. Plain and simple. So it is what it is. I'm sorry. Now, you know, our prosecutor made a statement. He's not going to prosecute an illegal camping violation on a family that's houseless. And I agree. That is not what I say rise to the level of a criminal offense. We have people that don't have a house, and they're either living in their car, or they're living in tents or makeshift tents, wherever they can find spots. Now, I agree. Why would you go prosecute? Why would you go, you know, step on the man or woman when they're down? Ku'ulenani, what's happening? Keli kapole pa'aheo. Holy moly. Aloha, and thank you for joining us. But when you have these people advertising campers and they're parking in a parking lot and utilizing a permit for Salt Pond camping area, that I'm sorry, that's a violation of the law. And that's just how we don't have RV campgrounds. We don't have that here. Now, if Kauai is ready for that, hey, so be it. If the people say it's okay, so be it. But we're not there. And Andrew, what's up? Cherie, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining us. So I just want to make that point for those of you that are wondering why. Well, again, if they have a permit, the permit is issued for a specific campsite in a specific park. Aloha, my friend. Trucks fitted with tents on the racks, and they're told they can go anywhere. Again, Eva, I hope our planning, our parks department isn't allowing that. As last I checked, they're not. Tony, what's up? JJ, aloha. Mark, aloha, you guys. So it is what I'm just saying. As far as the permits, it's for designated camping areas and designated parks. It doesn't extend beyond that. And again, if our county has allowed that, then that's something I think that needs to be looked at immediately. All right, now we're gonna get into some informational stuff. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys got some value because this is free. I enjoy doing this, as you can tell. All of you guys that have an adjusted gross income of $69,000 or less in 2019, you can file your taxes for free. IRS is saying that for the 2020 tax season, hey, Michelle, if your AGI for last year was $69,000 or less, you can file your taxes online for free. And they're working with all the online tax software people, 1040 Now.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing is telling me I disconnected, so I'm gonna wrap this up because it's 7:53. But anyway, again, 69,000 or less last year's AGI. You can file your taxes online for free using the various softwares out there, including H&R Block. Make sure you take advantage of that. Don't spend another penny if you don't have to. Go out and file your taxes for free. Jason, what's happening? What's happening? Rolo heading to Washington State, giving up his $400,000 a year contract with the UH, going to Washington State for $3 million a year for 5 years. Rolo is a good friend of Patsy and mine. We wish him the best. I hate to see him go. UH has a task now to fill his spot, and we wish them well. He left the UH in a much better position than he got it, and I wish him well in Washington State. Census 2020. Guys, this is vital. Don't throw the paper away. Oh, am I frozen? Patsy, I'm on. Yes, there's county council meetings tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's back on schedule. They had the opening legislature. That's why they didn't have it today. It's tomorrow. Anyway, census. Remember, we get federally funded based on our census results. So don't throw the paper away. Fill out the paper. If they come to your door, give them the information so we can get our fair share of federal tax dollars. Okay? Make sure you guys do that. And finally, benefit for the historic Waimea Theater, January 25th, right around the corner, 7:30. Augie T will be doing a show to benefit the Waimea Theater, the historic Waimea Theater, who suffered severe damage in the storm, flooding damage. Augie T is going to do this. $15 in advance. Go to augiet.com. And you guys all know Augie T. I told you guys a month or so ago, he's running for council. The guy has a heart of gold. I told you guys that. He's proven it here. He's coming to Kauai to do a show to benefit the historic Waimea Theater, January 25th, 7:30. $15 in advance online, augiet.com, or $20 at the door. Whew! What a night. What a night. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for joining me every single Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. My YouTube channel, Mel Rapozo. Search it up. You can see all of our broadcasts are on there, dating back over a year ago. So you can just go down, pick one, and just grab a bag of popcorn. What's up, Kurt? But we do this every week. And we do this because we want to make sure you guys are informed of what's going on. And like I said earlier, I hope you guys get something out of this. And share it. Do a watch party, whatever you want. I think it's important that people understand what's going on in the county. And we'll see you guys next week. Again, thank you. We love you guys. You have a great night and a great rest of the week. Aloha.